Hello everyone. Any healthcare funding plan that is just, equitable, civilized, and humane must redistribute wealth from the richer amongst us, the poor, and the less fortunate. Excellent healthcare is by definition redistributable. Citizens and politicians alike in the U.S. have been questioning the idea of socialized healthcare for several years. In March of 2010, the healthcare reform bill was passed called Obamacare that basically requires everyone to have health insurance. The healthcare bill is designed to help protect consumers from bad insurance company practices such as denying someone coverage due to a pre-existing condition. The problem is, America as a whole is in debate over whether or not socialized healthcare would be a good idea. The government should be able to adequately and effectively pay for the nation's health care with the funds provided through the citizens' taxation. The causes of this are that Americans are worried that universal health care will limit their medical privileges and rights. Some are worried that the government will provide them with inadequate coverage. Some are worried that senior citizens will not be provided with adequate medical care. Some are worried about what it will do to every aspect of the healthcare system. Others are worried about what will happen with the private insurance companies, such as will your rates go up, or will the private insurance companies even be able to stay in business? People are also worried about whether their taxes will increase. These are all very relevant questions. But what are their effects? Well, the nation has become divided over yet another issue. Controversy over whether or not the government should handle our health care or whether the private market should is tearing our nation apart. The debate creates not only fiscal controversy, but ethical controversy as well. People think doctors won't get paid well by the government. It is a common misconception that people think that if the government takes over the healthcare system, that doctors won't get paid nearly as much. Consequently, they think that doctors will slack on their medical care. Neither of these are true, proven by the socialized healthcare system in other countries. We've already covered that the nation is torn over whether or not we should allow government to step in and take over our healthcare. But the real question is, what are we going to do about it? Possible solutions are, well, we can repeal the healthcare bill of 2010 and go back to our old ways. We can keep arguing about the same things and neglect to move forward. Or we can allow the healthcare bill to continue to persist. We can allow it to grow and adapt towards whatever glitches are thrown at us. We can accept that in order to stabilize our nation, we're going to have to give and take. To evaluate, I would say, if we allow ourselves to stay put and we don't move forward towards what needs to be done, then who are we really as a nation? If we stand in the shadows of our own ways, then what have we really learned from history? But if we move forward and try to understand what's best for the nation as a whole, we can thrive. The best possible solution is that the government controls the healthcare system. The plan of action is to balance the budget enough to give ourselves adequate amount of money annually for healthcare costs. Taxes may have to be increased. It will be worth it because you may not have to have a monthly payment. The simplest and best solution is to adjust the federal budget to fit the needs of the nation's dying thirst for adequate and stable health care. From this, we can conclude that the fact of the matter is, everyone needs health care. We can come up with a way to solve this imminent issue. Did you know that the U.S. is the only industrialized nation that does not guarantee adequate health care to all of its citizens? Is it greed that separates us? Is it selfishness? Maybe one day we can all come to a median. But for now, we'll just have to continue to ask ourselves the same questions. Thank you.